everyone, welcome back to Nicole's video blog. It's been quite some time. Um, I'm not even going to try to equate that into months. I've been living life, and there was quite a long time where I looked at these videos and I said, what am I doing? Like, what do I talk about? What in my life actually is helpful to someone that's going through transition? Because I really wanted to do the videos to help other people. But, you know, in some respects, my transition actually went quickly, meaning the last 2 years. In actuality, you know, it took a whole lifetime to get to where I am today. I had my surgery a year ago, and it's actually a year and 2 days ago, exactly. And from that point forward, things started to normalize, because in transition, you're really looking back and forth at, you know, how to exist in this new role. How do I go forward? How do I live my everyday? And at a certain point, you're actually just living every day, and it's no longer transition related things that you're talking about. In fact, it's more just everyday stuff. So when I would sit in front of the video and say, what am I supposed to do? I'd get to a point where I really didn't have anything to say that would be helpful. I mean, what do I say? I'm broke because sales are down at work, which I can't talk about, which didn't happen, but that's just one of those things. Like, what do you say? And, you know, I just had normal everyday problems that a transgender person wouldn't actually be speaking of. And now I'm at a certain point in my life where I'm sitting here in this beautiful new apartment. I've got a bigger room. This area where I'm in, it replaced the porch I used to have. And I'm alone. And I come to a realization that I do have some transition-related items to help people with. And one of those is that while the monkey got off my back for not having the right parts to my mind, now that I have that, I'm totally 100% scared to date. And I think it's because I'm Amazonian. I'm tall, and I'm very critical of my image. Though some of you people are going to say, wow, you look great. I just feel tall. And then the whole thing about sexuality comes into play. Am I a trans lesbian? I don't know. And, you know, more and more, I'm thinking probably not. I'm thinking that I just want to be a woman, and I don't care what that means. I don't care who that brings to me. So, well, I do. I do care. And the hardest thing to admit, little by little, is that I really do just want to be a woman. I want to be wined and dined. I want to be taken out. I want to have that role. And in the relationships I've been getting in, I haven't had that role. I've been looked at as this tall person with very overpowering attitude. And I just haven't gotten to the point yet where I could let somebody else take control. And that's what I'm trying to get to. Oh my Lord, I can't believe this. It's been 1 year. And I'm still untested. Nobody's put the key in the ignition yet. So that's the biggest thing that I'm dealing with. A month and a week ago, my mom passed. My mom was a big supporter of me. She wasn't in the beginning, she turned out to be, in the end, a huge supporter of me. And just talking about her makes me well up, because for the first time in my life, I was able to look at myself and know that somebody accepted me. And in my day, I'd call her constantly. I didn't realize how much I called her. And sometimes I'd go a few days without calling her. I once went a week and then found out she was in the hospital for 3 days. But, she didn't tell us when those things happened. But I miss her. And I don't have that person. And I get a call from my younger brother now, Christian, who I love to death. And he has put me in that role every now and then of being that person that he confides in. And God, it feels good, but I lost that confidant that I had in the end. And, it takes a long time to grieve, even though this is the best thing to have happened. So, that was a big part of what went on the last 6 months. And, she had, I'll never pronounce it right, so I'll just say it. She had utherial cancer, which essentially is a death sentence. And she didn't let us know. And I found out on a Saturday that she was slipping. And my younger brother, I have 2 younger brothers, an older brother, and 2 sisters that are in between my oldest brother and myself. And one older, one younger. I should say I'm in the middle. We found out on a Saturday and drove down to see my mom on a Monday. And that Monday, I got there, and I had literally 20 minutes of her being lucid. And she was like, you gotta have this blouse, you gotta look there, you gotta look here, you gotta take this, you gotta take that. And I picked up just from seeing her, and from talking to her, and from understanding how bad the cancer was, that she was gonna pass. And with that, I feared the support that she had given me would mean the support from my family members would wane, and maybe my older brother's attitude would be more prevalent. Well, in the end, my brothers and sisters stood behind me, and my older brother, who said a couple of rude comments, turned out being amazing to me throughout the whole ordeal. And I don't accept people that expect everybody to accept them for not, just for the sheer fact of acceptance. But I do have the attitude that everybody has the right not to accept me. But the fact that my brother calmed down and just treated me the way he always did really was beneficial to me. It was good. So I've cleared the year hurdle. I still haven't had an encounter with anybody, nor am I taking offers at this particular point. I'd love to be taken out. I'd love to meet somebody, but I think I put myself into a position of just letting myself grieve for a little bit and then moving on from here. SEC is coming up in September, and it's a big event here in Atlanta for everyone that is in the transgender bucket, which of course is cross-dressers and transvestites and fetish and genderqueer, and then the intersex and transsexuals. So people, they come into Atlanta and they get together, and for the transsexuals, there's a lot of seminars based around surgeries and acceptance of yourself and portrayal of the role. And then there's other events, and there's makeup, and there's electrolysis, and there's jewelry, and there's clothing. But I'm going to be there. And in the past, where I've hidden, I'm going to be available if anyone wants to talk and just chat. I really don't have much else to say because I fear if I do go on that it's going to get a little weepy for me right now. So I'm going to end it. And I'm going to say I'll try to do more videos. I will. Okay? I promise. So, with that said, I love you all. Thank you very much. I'll be back. Bye.